seashells, shipwrecks, and every once in a while a foot washes up. It's kind of weird. It's top 10 unusual ocean discoveries in history. Number 10, the Antikythera device. I think I said that right. The Antikythera Mechanism, or device, I mean, this sounds like something straight out of Call of Duty Zombies, but the discovery comes to us straight from the magical land of antiquity. The land of marble, democracy, and olive oil. Very nice, beautiful. It's more Italian than Greek, but okay, we're gonna go with it. In 1901, Greek divers found a shipwreck not too far from the island of Antikythera. Naturally, they looked in to see what was inside. Remnants of cargo included pottery, coins, jewels, and a strange gear-like device. Later, it was dubbed the Antikythera device. It was also later discovered to be that of a very early analog computer. Ooh. It was a fancy way of saying a basic or manual power computer that calculates simple solutions, or that of a singular solution. It might not sound like much, but to me it's a very unique find. Sure, this machine was simple, but it makes us wonder what else may have been lost to time. It's thought to have been used as an astrological calendar, aiding the user in mapping out where the sun and moon will be on different dates. Pretty cool, I don't know, how do they do that though? That's, you know what I mean? Like, how do they think of that? I couldn't even think of that. I'm a modern guy. Jeez. Number 9, purple orb. I've been around for a little while now, and in my scientific research, I've seen my fair share of orbs. You got Goku's Kamehameha, you got the orbs in Mario Party. Heck, I've chased so many orbs in Call of Duty Zombies, I've lost count. The point I'm making here is, I know an orb when I see an orb. I know one when I see one. The purple orb found at the bottom of the Pacific Ocean floor, not too far from the California coast. Well, frankly, I have no idea what this is, said also the scientist who discovered it in 2016 while exploring the ocean floor. Scientists discovered a purple spherical blob, aptly named Blobus purpurus. You can't get better than that, folks. Naturally, using a very high-tech device called a vacuum, we sucked that bad boy up like a farmer gets sucked up in a UFO in the middle of a cornfield in Arkansas. For further analysis, of course. What else? The verdict? We ain't too sure yet. It could be some form of sea slug, but if that's the case, it's the first purple one ever caught, showing that if you look hard enough, you can find shiny Pokemon too. Ooh. Number 8, the Megalodon. This one goes out to all the people who went to see a movie called Jaws in the 70s and had no idea what they were in for. I can only imagine what kind of pants-soiling experience that must have been. For our younger audience to understand, there just wasn't any movie like Jaws around back then. It was pretty unique. A summer blockbuster, and it changed film forever, honestly. It also made people think twice about going into deep water at the beach. You never know. I know that was a movie, but you never know, said people. Well, what if I told you Jaws weren't too far from the truth? Yes, that's right, folks. Fossils have been found dating back to 20 million years ago, and these fossils belong to that of the mega shark, the Megalodon. A great white shark is anywhere between 4.5 meters to around 8 meters at the most. The Meg, as she's commonly called, she's estimated to be around 17 meters. That's over 50 feet in American, folks. That's a big fish, man. While a full fossil has never been found, teeth and some bone paint an image of a very beastly fish. Not one I want to cross. I just stay out of the water. I like water, but I like swimming pools, chlorine. I'd rather swim in pee than with sharks. Okay, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm here to tell you, folks. Number 7, the city of Baiae. Okay, so Romans, right? I mean, no one does it like the Romans do. Gold, marble, parties. When they sent it, buddy, it was full send. Well, what if I told you that the Romans had a Las Vegas? Well, sort of. Obviously, there wasn't a majestic city in the middle of the desert with slot machines, line dancers, and Elvis Presley, but both cities were both built by corrupt Italian leaders. Oh, look at that. Some of these guys wore armor, and the others wore suits, so yeah, kind of makes sense. The city of Baiae was a resort town in the modern sense. A lot of Roman emperors, politicians owned villas there, which attracted other wealthy folks. Kind of like Las Vegas. Despite even Caesar himself owning property here, the city now unfortunately rests under the water, where you can find remnants of Roman activity, fragments of street, pottery, statues, coins, the works. It's not every day you get to visit a Roman resort underwater. It's located in the Mediterranean Sea, just west of the Italian coast. It's close enough to the ocean for me. Close enough, I think it counts. Pretty cool. Number 6, Pavlopetri. Similar to Baiae, but on a much more discovered on accident kind of deal. In 1967, a man named Nicholas Fleming was snorkeling in the area and, well, just so happened to see some weird stuff that he thought resembled a street. Naturally, when he got out of the water and told everybody, no one believed him. So, yeah, right, you're not telling the truth, yeah? It's not true, you're not, no. But after the area was mapped out in 1968, well, it turns out he was telling the truth. Here was the sunken city of Pavlopetri. What they found there was surprising. There were streets, grids, and foundations of buildings remaining. Even a small staircase. With all this evidence present, it's speculated that earthquakes around 1000 BCE are what sunk the city. However, what's most most interesting is that it's speculated they were there from around 2800 BCE. So they're there for a long time, and the earthquake took them out. Kinda cool. The earthquake's not cool, but the story's cool. Number 5, the Goblin Shark. This animal is why I would hate being a scientist, but also would make for great TV. I get scared easily. It'd be kinda cool. Imagine there was a shark, but Mother Nature wasn't completely sold on the design. Okay, sure, it's fast and lethal and naturally blends into the waters to make an apex predator, but it just needs something more, Mother Nature said. Oh, I know. Let's add nail-like teeth and an extendable jaw. Oh, and a Jedi sixth sense. Yeah, that sounds right. Yes. That is right. The Goblin Sharks are the weird distant cousin of the shark. They live at the bottom of the ocean floor and eat pretty much whatever they can find down there. They hunt in darkness using their elongated snout that has literally a spider sense when something gets close to it, and a jaw that extends to help them grab food. It's like having Commando Pro from MW2, if anyone remembers that. Remember that one? That was hard. That was a tough perk, man. It got in the way of a lot of things. It just goes to show that there's a lot of weird things at the bottom of the ocean, and it really, I wouldn't be surprised if we find some more weird stuff down there. It's gonna happen one day. Number 4, Shipwreck of the San Jose. San Jose was part of the Spanish treasure fleet in the early 1700s, which, in case you didn't know, was basically big boats for carrying all their loot and booty back to Spain. These ships were filled with everything of value: spices, tobacco, booze, silver, gems, metals, and most importantly, gold. Oh yes. I mean, that was the reason why they were there. She sank in 1708, but not too far from Colombia. She was eventually found by the Colombian Navy and has since been guarded as a state secret. I wonder why. The estimated value of the loot inside the ship's hull is to be worth around $15 billion US. Wow, that's a lot of money. Number 3, the Big Squid. This one is simple. In the last couple years, both unmanned expeditions and cameras attached to deep sea drilling rigs have caught footage of giant squids. This is impressive for 2 reasons. 1, their size. I mean, these guys are massive, and well, 2, because of their elusive nature and the fact they live really far down the ocean. We just don't know that much about them and or have that much footage on them. So we take anything we can get. The largest squid on record from head to well, tentacle or appendage, whatever you want to call it, measured in at a whopping 43 feet. That's a big squid, man. It's almost hard to imagine creatures living that far down there that big. It's a good thing it's difficult for us to get down there. Not that I have any interest going down there, it's just, I'm not so scared. I'm not scared. I'm scared. I'm a little scared. Number 2, anglerfish. Here's another horror from the depths of the ocean. Folks around my age may recall the anglerfish from the terrifying moment in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Movies and media is how I relate to things. Just trust me. Remember the part with the ice cream? Remember he's got the ice cream and he's eating them? Remember that part? Yeah, it's weird. Anglerfish are best known for their third appendage that in some anglerfish possess the ability of bioluminescence, or like a fluffy antenna that kind of just hangs off the forehead. What's the reason for this decorative dancy bit? Well, it's to lure in food, like a fishing lure that we would use. Kind of cool. That's when it strikes with its razor sharp teeth and the most awful surprise attack ever from probably one of the most, if not the ugliest fish out of the ocean. Number 1, crop circles. Most crop circles that you find are found in cornfields in middle America, where people claim that little green men kind of visit them in the middle of the night. I swears by it. Well, as some divers discovered in 1995, there were crop circles at the bottom of the ocean. But what could make those? Aliens? No one knew what was causing them. Well, it turns out that in 2011, the mystery was solved. It was actually a cute pufferfish, or I say one. It was actually a species of cute pufferfish that were making art on the ocean floor with their fins in hopes of recruiting a mate. It's a good thing I don't have to use art because I was never good at drawing. It wouldn't go very well. Good thing I got cute little blue eyes. Oh my goodness. Okay guys, that's gonna wrap it up for me today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe here at Bumblebee for more. And if you too want to make art on the ocean floor with me, then check out my socials down below. Come on, give me a follow. Come on over. I love you guys so much. I will see you soon. Stay sweet, my little honeybees. Bye.